Hello there, my friends. Welcome to process video number 223. And I just showed you the sketch that I'm basing this layout off of. And this is going to be fairly fast because I have kind of prepared everything, pre-cut everything, and I'm just now adhering things. So the sketch I got from Paper Issues. They had this 30 days of sketches over in their Facebook group in the month of April. Or I think it was like in the middle of April that they started it. Anyways, they just had a bunch of sketches, and of course, most of them are single photo sketches, but I like that there were some that were multi-photo, and all of them were single pages. So I just pulled them out and I was just trying to be inspired by some of them. And this one, I liked the way that they had that circle on the bottom and then they had the banners on the top. Now, the banners, I always kind of think about Scrapbook Generations when I think about the banners, but I just like how the overall look of the sketch, how it all was designed. So the background piece is a pattern paper. It has some florals in there, but then it also has a pink kind of checkered type design. And so I like both of them. And so what I did was I gutted the background piece, and then I used the inside piece to cut a little bit for the banner. And so the banner does not, like, it's not a complete 12-inch or 11-inch or however long it should have been. And so I cut that in half so I can spread it so that once I put all of my photos on that part, you would not see that it was not a full 12-inch. I am inking all of the edges, and I also use some 3x4 cut aparts for this and use that as a mat for my photos. I have 3 photos. Two of them are 3x4 and one is about like 2.5 by 4, and that was because if I had printed it off as a 3x4, it would have cut out some of the sides of it. Now, I used this cut apart that said ready, set, go, and I wanted to personalize it or match it with the pictures that I have, and so I had put some white stickers on top that just says Old San Luis Barbecue, which is the name of the place that my husband and I went. And I noticed that the stickers were not as sticky as I hoped it would be, and so I decided to just run that through my sewing machine. I didn't even bother changing the thread on my sewing machine. It was brown and I was like, you know what, whatever. So I just put that in there, and just so that it will hold, because I have a feeling that once it lasts for about a few months, years, that all those leathers are gonna start falling out. And so here I'm just adhering that green piece. That green is a pattern paper, but I like that there's a little bit of solid in there, so I'm gonna put that there, and it just makes everything pop. I really like that color. And then this circle cut file is from Paper Issues, and I cut that with some glitter cardstock from Die Cuts with a View, and so I'm just going to use that. The sketch did call for kind of a circular element on the bottom there, and so I decided I will pull that out because I have a lot of cut files, but I rarely use them, and so this kind of it reminded me that I have a few of those. Now, a little bit about the pictures. Again, like I said, this is a food photo or food layout, and so this was still from last summer when my husband and I went on a trip to go to Hearst. I know that you have seen a few layouts of those from recent process videos and mini series, but anyways, we went to Hearst Castle, and we also checked out some of the missions up on the coast of California. And when I was doing some research on this trip, I do like major research, especially when it comes to food, because I want to be able to, that's very seldom that we eat out and we eat good food. So I want to make sure that where we go is someplace that we will be happy with. And so I got a lot of, well, I went to Yelp and I got a lot of good reviews for this particular barbecue place. They said if you're going to San Luis Obispo in California, you need to check out this specific barbecue place. And it's called the Old San Luis Barbecue Company. I think that's what it's called. And it's over in the downtown area, and it was the bomb. I mean, it was so yummy. We got the brisket. We actually got more plates than we had wanted to. We accidentally ordered 2 plates of the brisket and then pulled pork, something like that. So we had 3 plates, and that's totally fine because we ate our 2 plates, and then the last one we actually, because we had it for lunch, and then it took us about 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours to get back down to Los Angeles County, and we ate the other one as our dinner. So it was all good. And we also ordered their, I think it was like a strawberry lemonade, but everything was yummy. Even the bread. I ordered the cornbread casserole, and let me tell you, it is the best cornbread casserole that I've ever had. And even to this date, I think about it and I'm just wondering, like, how can I recreate this thing, because it was so yummy. Anyway, so that is my layout. So when I was kind of configuring or arranging the photos, I was thinking that maybe one of those food photos should be a horizontal instead of vertical, but it just doesn't look good orientation wise. And so I just decided to make all of them the way that it should be. Now, I hand cut these flowers from pattern paper. It's the same cut apart paper that I used for the Ready Set Go and all of those banners that you see on the top. But I felt like it just needed a little bit more. And so I'm pulling out my die cut book. If you have not seen kind of a walkthrough with this die cut book, I will try to make sure that I add a description, or I add a link in the description box below. And I am not the first one that has had it, but let me tell you, I have enjoyed having this kind of setup for my die cuts because I can just flip through and see what I have instead of ruffling through a basket, a bucket, a container. I really like how I could see them all at one glance. And so I'm just going through some of this. As you can see, I organized them pretty much as a theme. All my fall ones are together. All of my simple stories to a family one is here. All the outdoors are together. So I am right now, I'm looking for flowers because I do want to continue that flower trend. And so that's what I was looking for here. At first, I just kind of wanted to see if that pineapple hello and then the flowers would be enough, but it just didn't seem like there was just enough flowers for me anyways in my kind of the way I'm looking at the layout. It just didn't seem like there was enough flowers in there. So I am going to tuck in a few more flowers into that pile, and I will be adding some of them with fun foam just to give it a little bit of dimension. And then I think the final touch that I will add is some enamel dots, and that's about it. That is my layout for today. I hope that you like this video. If you do and you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and also click on the bell button so you know, or so YouTube will notify you when I have posted a new layout. If you have any questions, make sure that you leave that in the comment section below. And yeah, so that's gonna be my layout. I'll be tucking these in and then adding my enamel dots, and there will be some still shots at the end of this video, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys another day. Bye.